Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you, my sister Rose? How are you? Good evening. Good evening, good evening.
Thank you, thank you. How about you?
I'm well. God is
Yeah,
good. How are
okay.
you?
Oh, I'm there. We're there, being
Oh, we
excited,
thank.
waiting for more and more information.
Yes, please. We are all waiting for more and more information, I tell you.
Yeah,
Yes, God
yeah,
is good.
yes,
So good.
yeah.
So
So
good.
thank you, people, for organizing and getting more webinars for people like us to follow up.
Oh, we thank you for being here. You have no idea how blessed we are that you are here. This is so wonderful, so amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you too, yeah.
Yes. Hello, my sister. Hello, my sister Anna. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So Mama Menga will join us in a few minutes. Um, she's going to share some information with us. So that is incredible. And I have to worry about like his skin condition. Yes, yes, yes. Well, well, well. Wow. Okay. We have our first leaderboard member here. Welcome, my brother. Welcome, Engineer Mike. Oh, I see your background. Awesome. Thank you, thank you.
I'm at the barber shop with the kids, so I don't want to make noise.
Oh, well, that's okay. Please make noise. Make all the noise you want. Oh, look at that cute, cute, future Unpassivian, right? He's a future Unpassivian. That is so good. That is good. All right, all right, all right. Okay, okay, all right. So people are coming. Yeah, last week we were lucky to have 12 people. I was surprised. I was like, cool. Awesome, awesome. Hello, my sister. Welcome, neighbor Benedette. Yeah, you were here last week. Oh, you made me feel so good. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Good evening.
Good evening, good evening. I was so impressed with your credentials, you know? So that
Thank
is,
you.
that is wonderful. That is
Thank you.
absolutely wonderful. So whatever I can do, whatever we can do, well, that's what we're here for.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Unpassive, unpassive.
all the way, all the
All the
way.
way, all the way, all the
Can't
way.
wait. Can't wait to get O Connect and O Academy.
So we can't wait to get all of them, please. Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. My brother Milton, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, welcome. So Snaz, well, it's 5 o'clock. I'll give people about 2 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and start because I believe in starting on time. I don't want to waste anybody's time, you know.
That's a mark of discipline and respect.
Thank you. Yeah, after a while, you know, African time does not work anymore. Yeah. Yeah. So even they call it what do they call it? Black people time over here. Black people time. Sometimes it does not work. Yeah. If you want to make that money, you gotta push yourself to be on time, start on time, and anything else. So So that's what's happening. All right, all right. Okay. Mamenga is supposed to be here, but I'm going to start. I know she wants to join us, so she will join us when we get started here. Let me kind of fix this in here. Well, here we go. Okay.
How can you stop this?
Yes. On to, okay.
T cell system, which is your immune system that is used to fight off conditions. So the medication I'm thinking about using is called.
So I don't know if you guys were at Brother Mike's, because Brother Mike always does all these amazing product introduction with ONPASSIVE products. So I was blessed to present on one of those days. So what I wanted to do really, if it's okay with him, I want to show you guys my main purpose of doing this, so that we'll have a focus, a bearing. Okay, so that's that. Then, okay, Mother Menga is calling. Hold on, let me kind of ask. Hello, Mama Menga. How are you? Good evening. Oh, we should not ask for that. Okay, I don't know why it's asking for that. So give me a minute. Let me go back to my Zoom and find out why it's asking you for a passcode. Should not happen at all. So sorry about that. Okay, so let me go back to, yeah, it's time, but I don't know why it's asking you for a passcode. So let me go to my settings and see what it's saying over there. The oracle of, but it should not ask you seriously, because people are already here and I may have to ask them if they entered any kind of passcode. Okay, so let's try.
Let Mama Menga try to cut off her device, then power it on, then log in again.
Okay, see, that's what, okay, so see, I have an engineer here, see that? So Engineer Mike says, okay, just log out or come out, then try again. It should not ask you for any passcode, because people are here and it didn't ask them, but every device is different. So yeah, let me, because see, when I set this up, I didn't set it up with a passcode, but you never know what Zoom will do any given moment. That's why I can't wait for our own. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, 0019, yes. Okay, good, good. Okay, no, thank you for your patience, because I didn't understand. All right, thank you, I didn't understand at all. Thank you so much, see you in a few. All right, thank you. Hello, 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 okay. How are you doing? Ah, she's there. My Menga is there, thank you. Cool, cool. All right, so we are about to get started here.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Engineer Mike.
Yeah, so we're honored, because Engineer Mike is a very busy person. Everybody, we're all trying to get ourselves in there somehow. Get ONPASSIVE.
I hope they don't give other people the same kind of trouble.
Oh, I hope not, though. I hope not. Seriously, I hope not. Because that would not be funny at all with ONPASSIVE doing whatever it's doing. Okay, wait, it's there, it stops. All right. Okay, so last week I shared my credentials. I don't know if anybody wants to see that. But last week I shared who I am and where I've been and all that stuff. So I have been teaching for a while, and I started that with a what they call K-12, and K-12 would be your middle school. Then I moved on to the college level, and then I've been there for a long time. So let me share this little thing with you guys, and Mamenga will share who she is and all that stuff. All right. So, but first of all, our flyer. So welcome to ONPASSIVE Consult. I call it consult because that's what we're doing here, really. We're consulting with you to find out more about you so that we can see how we can channel your talents, your God-given gifts, and everything else to help you start your ONPASSIVE business. So thank you, my sister Rose. Always good to be here with the devoted leaders. Yes, yes, and other founders. Thank you. All right. So there we have it. Every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're here at Zoom. And we have the honor, it really is my honor, the honor to have Mrs. Rosamond Menga join me. You guys have no idea how thrilled I am for this to happen. So, and there she is, our queen. All right. Let me kind of wait. Okay, so there she is, our queen, looking very powerful. And so that's a powerful pose. And yeah, so help me to welcome Mama Menga, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, seriously, it's a privilege to have you here with me. Yeah, thank you. So this is my humble self there. And so this was how this whole journey started. One day when I found out that ONPASSIVE will give us websites, I was like, oh my gosh. And I've been trying to pay people all these years, both what they call hosting. I've been paying Bluehost for a long time. I've been paying GoDaddy. At one time, I shut them down. I've gone to Wix, and I've had some private web builders. But then I was like, why am I paying for all these things? So I have like at least 6 different blogging sites. I did have a UK Consulting as a website, but again, I shut it down because it's not really what I want. So one day when I found out that ONPASSIVE will give us our own websites, I was like, look at this. See what I've been asking for. So I sat down just without planning it, and I just designed what I would like to offer the world on one side of my business, because I have other interests too. But I've been teaching for at the K-12 level, and on the right side is what they call pedagogy. That means children. Then on the right side, my right side anyway, it's called andragogy, meaning teaching adults. So I've been teaching at the college level, which is really teaching adults for a long time now. But part of that too is I'm open to help anybody, principals, administrators, district coordinators, which I've worked with them really. I've worked with principals, district coordinators, and then curriculum and instruction. I've done that for the last 30 years really. So that's what I would like to, and this will be layers and layers and layers of pages on my ONPASSIVE website. Then I'll move some of them to OShop that people can click on and buy whatever service, and then buy my courses, and then hopefully pay me, right? But if they can't afford it, we'll work out something. Okay, so each year as a teacher, I designed programs and projects that help my students to ace their courses under my designed instructions. So I would like to offer these to the world and improve literacy rate. So when I started my PhD, really, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to improve literacy rate. I still do. I want to improve literacy rate all over the world, which sounds like very, very impossible, but it is possible. So that's really the gist of what I have done, really. So, and I will give it to Mama Menga, please, because you're very accomplished. Please share with us your journey that we can get started.
Hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Yeah, I greet everybody. I want to, first of all, thank our sister, Frances, for inviting me to host this webinar with her. And I want to say welcome to all the people who have been able to make it today. And in particular, I am very, very excited to see our son, Engineer Michael. Wow. When a big leader like this one is in the house, we feel very comfortable because we know that any question, all the questions will be answered. Even if we cannot, he will do it for us. So we thank you very much, Engineer Mike, for finding time to join us. We know you are a very busy person because you are called all over the place. You even have your own program coming up soon, but you have decided to share part of your work to be with us. Well, to talk about myself, I don't know where to start and what to say, but education-wise, I think we are almost, I'm almost on the same line like our sister, because I'm a teacher by profession. And I've gone through all the ranks and files of teaching. I've been teaching in nursery school, teacher elementary school, teacher training that is trainer of trainers. When I started my teacher education, I did nursery and elementary education. Then as I went further to higher, to degree level, I did teacher education. And I did that in England, and back in Cameroon, I've taught in teacher training college, and even at the level of école normale, what they call in Cameroon, in French, école normale supérieure, the superior or higher teacher training college, where they train those who come out and train teachers or do work as administrators in the Ministry of Education. So in my job, after some few years, I was made an inspector at the divisional level. And as an inspector, you inspect all the teachers in your jurisdiction. You evaluate them, follow them up, you train them, you give them workshops, what we call seminars, to upgrade their pedagogy. And then after that, I was again made an inspector at the regional level, working with teachers and teacher training colleges and sub-divisional and divisional inspectors. We had to plan curriculum and do evaluation. Later on, before I retired, for almost 15 years, I was the head of the Center for Pedagogy, which in Cameroon is called IPA. I was the head of IPA Boya for the Northwest and Southwest regions. There are two IPAs in Cameroon, one for the English-speaking education system, subsystem, which is in the Northwest and the Southwest regions, and then another one in Yaoundé for the French subsystem. So that is what I did. And in IPA, we designed curriculum and evaluation, designed didactic materials to go with the curriculum. And we try to make the curriculum adaptable to local realities. So that's what I have done. Then in addition, I had other, I've been very involved in social life. Like I'm a philanthropist and also a kind of, what do I call it now? Somebody who loves working for human development. And in that line, I found an NGO called the Association for the Promotion of Women and Children. And that NGO has been around for 28 years now. It was founded in '94. In the church, I have worked with a lot in the church. I cannot go through it here now. But my last function was an international one. At the level of Cameroon, I was at one time the national president of the Catholic Women's Association of Cameroon, and then later I was the board member of the World Union of Catholic Women, and then president of world president and president for Africa. So this has given me a lot of exposure, working with a lot of people, various groups. I've done a lot of presentations, even at the level of the Vatican. And I've also attended a lot of workshops. So in brief, that is who I am.
Really in brief, because I know.
I found my passion in ONPASSIVE.
Yes, yes, we did. Oh my goodness, impressive. Yeah, I was telling my sister Bernadette, because we had a chance to talk last Friday, and we see ONPASSIVE has so much. That's what my brother engineer Mike always says. ONPASSIVE has so much passion and so much talent, and that's what we're here for. So thank you, please, Mama Menga. So I'm going to come back to you for a minute and show you how this whole thing is working. So this is a Q&A, but not the usual Q&A of ONPASSIVE products per se, but this is about you. So let me kind of show you what, and I'm going to borrow my engineer Mike's presentation here, because it's going to help me to help you understand my purpose. Okay, so ONPASSIVE said, let me, come on. All right. Okay, there we go. Current slide. So ONPASSIVE said that their purpose is to help you, empower you to market yourself professionally. That is the goal of this ONPASSIVE consult. So we're consulting live, like you and me, talking live. I'll ask you a question about what you have, what you do, your gift, your talent. Then based on that, we can tell you, show you, suggest to you how you can use your forthcoming website or websites. And so as you can find out, and I'm so glad my engineer Mike is right here, because he knows all the products. So the ones that I know will benefit you, I will mention them. But the good news is, gosh, it seems like Ash Mofara just knew how to entwine so many products at the same time. So even though I'm saying I'm a teacher, I'm going to use Academy, but inside that Academy, I can use OShop, I can use O-Wallet, I can use O-Connect, I can use, oh my gosh, I can use so many products that will flow in and entwine and make my life and my business with ONPASSIVE so much richer. So before, I kind of didn't understand this whole thing. Seriously, it took me a while to understand, but I knew I wanted a website. So here it is. So our goal is to help you to market yourself professionally, no matter what you are doing. So I was telling somebody last Friday, even if you have a beanball frying thing on the street corner. Nothing prevents people from finding you. Nothing prevents ONPASSIVE from driving business to you. If you just want to put there, show a picture of your akara or beanball frying at the corner of let's say George's and Benjamin whatever streets, and you put it right there, put it ONPASSIVE, people will find you. The only thing is, are you ready for when they finally find you and ONPASSIVE has given them access to where you are located, okay, with O-Tracker and everything else that we're offering. And when they find you, or when you can locate your customers online, and so just the sky is not even a limit for ONPASSIVE. There is no limit. So that's what I'm here for, to help you market yourself professionally. And I usually ask for any volunteer who wants to help us to help you. So that means you would say, this is who I am, and this is what my passion is, my interest is, and then we will kind of make some suggestions for you about how you can use our ONPASSIVE products to boost you up, boost your sales, your, oh gosh, your confidence, your knowledge, your everything. So we're here. We're here for you. All right. So let me go in here and see. The mic. All right. So I'm asking, who would like to be the first person, and we can use your situation, your intelligence, your gosh, your gift, your talent, your everything to get us started. All right, so that's how this is working. So if you don't understand, let me give an example. 2 Saturdays ago, a gentleman called me from Cameroon, and he didn't really know what he wanted. He just knew that I said, that I announced on one of the meetings that I'm here to help anybody who wants to figure out what they want to do. So he called me, not really having any idea of what it is that he wanted. So we started talking. I started asking him, so what do you like to do when you're not working? He said he likes to watch the news. I said, okay, well, that might not work because we have so many news media that I think we are actually saturated. And that's what I studied, journalism, news. So I said, okay, so when you're not watching the news, what else do you do? He said, I'm a manager at a grocery store. I said, okay, so what is your favorite part of your grocery store? He said, the produce. I said, okay, so do people come to you to ask you questions? He said, yes, all the time. I said, okay, so what kind of questions do they ask you? He said, well, everything from, is this banana ripe? Is this good? Is this, I said, okay, so, and see now he started getting an idea. I said, okay, so when you're standing there, people are coming to you. Do you understand that what you have is not just a job, it's also the ability, the talent to give people advice? He said, I don't understand. I said, okay, a lot of people, women, men, children, whoever, they go to the grocery store, and the produce is almost always the place where it's not precise science. See, all the things that are boxed and packaged, they're boxed and packaged. You just pick them up, put them in your cart, and you go. But when you get to produce, the fruits, it's like, is this one ripe? And then you beat it, you pound it, and then you throw it off, and then you move it, and it's like, I don't know if it's ripe or if it's good. But so I said, but sir, see, that's what you are providing, that you don't understand that you're providing. So you have advice, you have suggestions, you have ways to make people's life a whole lot easier. So wouldn't it just be wonderful if you, on one of your pages on your ONPASSIVE website, you offered us advice on how to pick banana? And he said, yeah, actually, but people, so here it is. Your best banana is not the ripe one. Sorry to say to you guys. He said it to me. He said, your best banana is the one that has green, still green. So greenish, yellowish is your best banana. And I said, oh, I didn't know that. So why? He said, because your greenish, yellowish banana has the most amount of prebiotics. So there is prebiotics, there's probiotics. Prebiotics is not common, but probiotics is common. So he said, yes, you get your prebiotics from your midway ripe banana. See that? See that, people? I was like, see, I'm sorry, I don't mean to flatter you or anything, but what you just said to me, I did not know. So if I were to go to your website and you're offering me all these life beneficial situations, and I promise you, when I walk to the grocery store next time, I'm walking in with confidence, I'm walking in with assurance that I know what I'm doing. Instead of just going there, pounding the cantaloupe, pounding it and pounding the pawpaw. The pawpaw is, they usually wrap pawpaw here, over here in America, they wrap it in this paper. And it's like, okay, if it's not ripe, I can tell the ripe papaya or pawpaw from the one that's unripe. So by the time we finished, and from us talking, just talking, he was able to find 3 areas that he can advise, because he said, I don't want to sell anything. I don't want to open up a grocery store. I don't want to sell anything. I said, okay, so you are in the, like you wanted to be, you are in the news, but it's a different kind of news. You are the one putting out the information. So the first one we agreed on for him was giving advice, produce advice. So all these people who offer services, whether you call them Dr. Phil or whoever, the people are paying them big money for their suggestions, for their advice. So I said, sir, there's nothing that marks you different from Dr. Phil. You have a degree. He said, you have a degree. And so thank you. Okay. So we talked. So on one of his web pages, he's going to give advice on how to choose the best produce, the best fruit. Then I said, okay, you are a manager. Are you the top manager at your grocery store? He said, yes. I said, okay. So what is your job exactly? So he told me, he said, I deal with the corporate office. I provide them with this and that. And so I said, so you're already used to accounting? He said, yes. So you do accounting, you do hiring and firing. Yes, he does. So I said, sorry, see, again, I don't think you understand what you are doing. You take your job because it's somebody else's business, therefore but I want you to understand this. You are fulfilling so many needs that the world has need for. So if you were to put yourself out there on your ONPASSIVE page and make yourself a public speaker and put your calendar of when you're available, managers, CEOs, whoever, they will come to your website and click and book you for speeches, because you're going to save them, their companies, and everything else. So that was number 2. Number 3, I said, okay, in that your line of business, do you have employees? He said, yes, I have 15. And I said, oh my gosh, you are in charge of 15 employees? He said, yes. I said, okay, see. So you understand what employee relations is? He said, oh yeah, I know. I said, okay. So because he sounded so level-headed, so calm, so cool. I was like, wow, you sound like you have a cool head on your shoulder. He said, yes. I said, okay, so you hardly get ruffled or upset or anything? He said, no. And I said, oh my gosh, you have no idea how many managers blow up, how many managers cut their employees out and all that stuff. He said, no, I don't do that. And I said, oh my goodness, sir, that's another area. People need to know how you stay so calm. So you have another page on your ONPASSIVE website, employee relations. How do people, managers, teachers, whoever, deal with employees? Please, we need that. So but I said, okay, let's go back to your produce. From now on, when your employees are bringing out the fruits and vegetables, and they might do it in an I don't care kind of way, I would like for you to help them to bring out the beauty in those fruits and vegetables. What do I mean by that? You need contrast, color contrast. So when they are bringing it out, try to make them put green with red, with purple, so different colors. Hello? So that you will take the picture. Hello? Yes, you take the picture. Hello? I'm sorry. Thank you. So you take a picture of what they're doing and you upload those pictures on your ONPASSIVE website. It's not against the law. You're not going out to the store and taking a picture of their building. No, any fruit is any fruit in any store. Okay. So when the employees are putting out the fruits and vegetables, take pictures of those fruits and vegetables, the unusual way that you have told your employees to put them together, display them, take a picture of them and display them on your ONPASSIVE website when you give us advice on how to pick fruits and vegetables. So he left me that Saturday with a new mission. So it's not just a job anymore that he goes to every day. It's now a way to get what he needs from this place he's working on for 15 years, he said, for 15 years. So now he has a different mission for himself, taking pictures of all those produces and uploading them into his ONPASSIVE website and putting his suggestions for each fruit, each vegetable, whatever. So that's what I do. I try to help you to find something in your life that you already have. I'm not asking you to go to school or go back to school or go get education. You are beautiful, perfect the way you are. We just have to find out what is it that we can help you to use your ONPASSIVE websites to do. That's all. So if you want to volunteer, we'll start with you and we'll ask you, what is it that you love to do? What is it that you want to do? So who's gonna be the brave soul, brave person, brave soul? Come on. Because last week my sister Bernadette offered herself, so thank you. And then we had two other people who offered themselves too. Thank you, thank you. So how can we help you?
Constance also spoke last week, offered
Yes,
herself.
she did. Yes, she did. Thank you. So how can we help you? I know it's kind of difficult to kind of put yourself out there, but I promise you it's going to be rewarding.
Hello, if nobody is ready, I'm ready to share what I've learned more again today.
Thank you, please. Thank you. No, seriously, thank you so much. Please go ahead.
Bernadette, you're a serious girl. Just
she
go ahead.
She is.
I am really excited about this. And just from what you have said, I already see myself, apart from just the regular things about teaching, I would want to really use my experience, my talents on this going through examination processes. I was just thinking, what if I were to give advice on how to prepare a good marks guide, how to even use that marks guide, how to, you talked about public speaking, and I was just like, wow, you know, so many times people have come to me, please write this speech for me, please, and all this, I just do it for free. I say, wow, so this one too can get even more into the pocket because I already see so much more in there. So even with the students, I remember so many times we've had to go out just on the eve of exams to teach or talk to the candidates on how to face exams, gain confidence, and all of this. I just thinking, wow, there's so much that one can do. And thank you again. Every little statement tickles something right down here for me. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you so much, my sister. And as I was talking about the guy from, actually he lives in Cameroon. As I was talking about him, I'm also talking to you about you. So if anything that I've said about how this guy and I work together to arrive at what he will now use his ONPASSIVE websites for, please, I want you to get a hold of that, see yourself in your own unique situation and see what you want to offer the world. And that's the whole point of it. What do you want to offer the world? What do you, because I mean, we have so many gifts and talents, so many. So we're here to help you. And Brother Mike, please jump right in. And Mama Menga, please jump right in anytime.
I'm just learning, Prof. Go on.
We're all learning. We're all learning. And this is the wonderful thing about this platform. You just kind of have to overcome your reluctance to speak, and you don't have to have your camera on. If you don't want us to see your face, that's fine. I'm helping the person behind the camera. Okay. So my brother Milton, my sister Rose, my sister Petra, my brother Emmanuel, please let us help you. Let us help you. That's what we're here for.
What is happening now?
I don't want to do all the talking. Seriously, I want you guys to kind of help me to help you, help us to help you.
I'm sorry, I had to relocate because my granddaughter was itchy to put on the TV where we were and watch a program. I think I am glad. I wanted to find out if our brother Engineer Mike was there, and I've heard his voice. So before we go into while waiting for people who want to come up with and share their experiences or their talents and find out how best they can use it, just like Bernadette has done, I would like us to get a bit of clarification,
okay,
so that as we are doing this, we should be very, we should know exactly how we are going to use the knowledge that we are trying to gain here on our platform.
Yes.
Engineer Mike, who may need your assistance here. I may be wrong, but you, as I said earlier, if we are not going right, you have all the rights to correct us, because
yes,
it's a learning experience. We are here to help each other grow. ONPASSIVE is a new kind of business, which we don't understand. And especially for some of us, we have been used to physical business. However, I wanted to talk about this website issue and how far we have the leeway to use our website. No, stop that. How far we have the leeway to use our website. I know that they had said we could do whatever thing you want to do on your website. You can bring your other businesses to your website. You can, just like what our sister is saying. For instance, I have a school. I can decide to advertise my school on my website, which ONPASSIVE is going to build for us. But we cannot, when you bring anything outside our ONPASSIVE product, they don't stop you from doing that, but you take the responsibility to maybe to maintain whatever thing you are putting there, like the display, how it is going to be done, the kind of pictures you want to change them, how often you want to change them, whether you want to put them there for the rest of the year, you want to change every day, or whatever thing, anything outside ONPASSIVE product, you will take care of that part of it. It doesn't become the responsibility of the company. And then secondly, too, you will decide what percentage of the traffic that ONPASSIVE is bringing to you that you want them to send to your private business, and what percentage goes to the ONPASSIVE business. Which means if you have an account and you decide to say, share the website between ONPASSIVE and your private other private business, which of course ONPASSIVE will also, another thing is they will evaluate it. When you bring, if you want to put something on your website, ONPASSIVE will have to make sure it is legitimate and viable, whatever that means. Before, it's not anything, you don't have you cannot just bring anything and put on the website. So what I'm trying to say is, I want us to get all those details before, as we plan for, because there are a lot of people who are already prepared with their other businesses which they want to bring to their website. But we should know that as we are preparing for that, you cannot get 100% of the income from ONPASSIVE product, from ONPASSIVE. If you take 50 for your private business, 50 for ONPASSIVE, you make 50% of the income that you were supposed to get from ONPASSIVE too. Maybe Engineer Mike can step in here and throw more light on it for us, so that we know exactly how the website is going to be run. I know that there are even some people, in some webinars, they have advised that, not corporate webinars, some of the leaders have advised that to them, if you really have a private business that you are so passionate about and you want to use ONPASSIVE to bring you traffic, because that is all that they do, ONPASSIVE will do. ONPASSIVE will bring you traffic to that your business. But so they were advising that you could have multiple accounts, and then you just decide to take one account to do your private business. But at the same time, even if you have only one account, you can still share the percentage. It doesn't necessarily need to be 50-50. It could be 25-75 to 40-60, whatever percentage you think you need for the private business. Because we're talking even like those who have like all these supplements, who are in this network marketing companies with supplements and so on. So Engineer Mike, please, can you throw us more light on that?
I don't know if he's
We'll be able to talk in like 15, please, Mama.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, so I heard about that before, but I also heard that it is your website. Yes, ONPASSIVE will drive traffic, and the 15 or 50 or whatever percent, from what I heard, and that's why I've been pushing for people to get their products in there. From what I heard is ONPASSIVE is not stopping anybody from doing anything they want with their website, as long as, like you said, Mama Menga, as long as it's honest and legitimate. They don't want anybody bringing any devious or illegal things that will cause the government to pay attention to us. But again, from what I've talked to to leaders too, ONPASSIVE is giving you your website. They are not controlling your website. So they can't say, because you want to put your products on your website, therefore we won't pay you. That was not what I understood. But like you said, we'll let Engineer Mike kind of shed more light, because believe me, I'm very passionate. I have my what I want to do on my website, and it's just not one, it's several. So I haven't heard ONPASSIVE or anybody tell me. When they said that, it was like in 2020 or 2021 was when they said that. And since then, I believe things have really changed for the better for those who want to do something for themselves, which is why I'm pushing this. So people hang in there, we'll get clarification about this, but what I've heard in 2022 is that it is your website. As long as you're not doing anything illegal, it is your website. Yes, you can maintain it in the sense that you can change the pictures, upload whatever pictures you want, your picture, whatever. So for those who are not tech savvy, they can use that website just like Facebook, put your picture there and don't do anything else. And ONPASSIVE will pay you, drive traffic. But people like me, I want to use that for extra income. So I don't know that ONPASSIVE, I don't want to say they don't have the right, they have the right. It's their website. They can do anything they want with their website. But I want to believe that I also have the right to put something that I want, because that's what I was asking somebody 2 weeks ago. I said, hold on, I heard that ONPASSIVE does not want us to put anything on our website. And the person said, no, that's not true. I said, hold on. I also heard that if I put anything on my website, ONPASSIVE will now pay me less. They said, no, that's not true either. So that's why I was like, okay, so I don't understand. Then please help me to understand. They said, yes.
Excuse me, Francis. Let me make it clear.
Yes.
What I have said, I didn't say ONPASSIVE does not want people to put something on their website.
Okay.
That is not what I said, even here.
Okay.
I said, you are free to put whatever thing you want to put on your website. You are free to decide what percentage should go for ONPASSIVE product and what percentage for your private product.
Okay.
You are free to do that. And then when you also say you heard ONPASSIVE will not pay you when you put something on your website. Yes. If you take, this is how the payment is going to go. We are having websites, all of us.
Yes.
And ONPASSIVE puts its product on our website.
Yes.
Brings traffic to your website.
Mm-hmm.
When those traffic simply means customers.
Yeah.
They bring customers to you. When they buy that product, then ONPASSIVE pays you a commission.
Yes.
On the product they have bought. Now, let us look at it logically. If you have but your personal and private product on your website, which they will not refuse, they will bring you customers. If they bring the customers and they buy that your product, they are not taking, then you expect them to pay you on what? Because your private, what you have put there, the money goes to you. It is not an ONPASSIVE product. So it is not like they are taking your product and selling and paying you commission on your product. When they sell your product, you have the money for your product.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It is your product.
Yes.
So that commission to pay you because the customers that they have brought is for your private product.
Yes.
That is what they are saying. And that is why they said you determine the percentage. If you have private, anything private to put, if you have your own private product or services that you are putting, you will determine whether you want it 100%, the traffic they bring, all goes to that your business, or part of it will be directed to the ONPASSIVE product.
Yeah.
If part of it is directed to ONPASSIVE product, then they buy the ONPASSIVE product from your website, you will surely get the commission. But what, as they explained, for instance, is Charles Osong. Charles Osong has explained this several times. And to use his words, he compares the benefit you can get. And again, it all depends on what private services or product that you are advertising.
Yes.
But according to him, he says bringing something, your own private thing, to occupy your website instead of the ONPASSIVE product, it is like leaving an elephant to chase a lizard. These are his words, it's not mine. And which he is simply trying to say, according to him, the money you will generate by getting on the traffic to the ONPASSIVE product, the money you will generate from there, to him, is much more than what you will generate from your own private product. That is his comparison. And as I say, it may also depend on the product that you are advertising, your private business that you are advertising. If you think that is something you are so passionate about and it will bring you income, you should know, fine and good. Nobody will stop you from doing it. ONPASSIVE has not said you cannot bring your private business to your website. But if you bring it to your website, one, you take care of your private business. The company will not go out of their way, maybe to design it and fix it, package it, and all of that for you. You will take care of it, but it will be on that website. ONPASSIVE takes care of its own ONPASSIVE product.
Okay.
As I said, I may be wrong. Things might have changed. Engineer Mike, maybe you throw us more light on this.
Yeah, see, when I heard this, what my question was, if ONPASSIVE is giving me a website that I paid for as a founder, okay, and I cannot sell what I want on it.
No, nobody says you cannot sell what you want. You can sell what you want. This is what I'm trying to correct. You are free. Even if you want to take the website 100% to your private business, you are free to do so.
Okay, so yes. I asked about this question 2 weeks ago. I said, okay, so is it sort of like if I decide to open up, quote unquote, my own OSHA, because see, that's what ONPASSIVE said. ONPASSIVE said, we're giving you the market to sell yourself or provide your own service 100%. So that's why I'm kind of confused with the whole information. I asked a person 2 weeks ago, I said, okay, if by going to
let Engineer Mike, he is right here, he can throw us more light to it.
Okay.
We are all learning.
Yes, we are. Yes, please.
Okay. Good evening, everybody again. So
good evening.
What we should know about ONPASSIVE is that excuse me, there are a lot of moving parts in ONPASSIVE. Okay. Some people understand a little bit. Some people are just out of the blue. They don't know anything. So the people who have been in the field, who are in the IT field, or who have been in the IT field, or who are in the IT field, they get a little understanding of some of these concepts. But we should never forget that ONPASSIVE is a new concept, is a new business model that has never
Exactly.
existed.
Mhm.
90% of what people speak is about speculation.
Mhm.
The only real person that knows how his systems work, that knows his development of his cycle, the development cycle, which kind of development life cycle he's using, is Mr. Aj Mufare, who is our CEO. No any other person, we in the IT field, we just come sometimes to lighten your burden by explaining some of these concepts to you to the fullest, the deepest knowledge that we have. We don't know Mr. Ash's platform. We have never been there. Nobody has been there. So what I will advise us is we are already there, okay? You people know the big days and all of that. We know already. What I will wait up, I want us to do is just wait for him. There is nothing that he does without letting us know. All these questions, let us remember that all these questions are being asked and all of that. He has the time to address all of this. You know when you address them? When we are launching to the world. You know why? We have so many working sessions, like for a week. You know, some days you just take days in a week, and we walk us through these processes. And all of those doubts will be clarified. I will not go to nobody to ask anybody for any question, any answer to any question, because I'm in the IT field. I'm an engineer as well. The same person I'm going is also talking about his predictions. Nobody has ever seen this business model before. It's Mr.
Right.
Mufare himself. He is the architect of everything, him and his tech team in Hyderabad. So it is only him who can tell us that, oh, you will do this. No, you don't have to do this. Oh, you will have to do this. It's only him. Any other person in ONPASSIVE, speculation. And the only thing we're doing that is so that to lighten your burden so that people can understand what is happening. It's not like we really know 100% what is going on, not at all, except Mr. Mufare, who is the right person who can come out. That's why when he comes out every day, we need to be very patient, okay, and attentive to see how that's how he's already taught us how to get into that OBS, right, with his engineers. So the next time that we'll be getting that, definitely, surely we will be the people testing how to lock now to the OBS ourselves and going and selling and going. So to me, everything is just to hold on. He will tell us when the appropriate. Remember, he doesn't do anything without telling. Remember, he told we migrated, okay? We migrated from co-founders to
Co-founders.
And now we are migrating from co-founders, getting a step higher to OBS. And we don't really know what OBS, and he just comes and gives us the language and all of that. But when it will be for our time to dirty our hands on that platform, he will tell us, and he will teach us how to do it. So every other thing that what leader or whoever is saying, let's wait for the CEO to tell us. Trust me.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if that makes you more relaxed, Mama, or you are still.
No, it's okay, it's fine.
Yeah. So let's just wait for him. There's nothing he does.
That is okay.
There is nothing he does without really letting us into the thing, right? So he will always let us into the thing, then teach us how to do it. So it is him that knows how his platform works. And remember, the only thing that I can add concerning those businesses and all of that, he told us that you can always bring your business to ONPASSIVE when it is legit, right? Yeah, so if it is legit, we will have a way, and he will show us how to integrate your business into ONPASSIVE, right? We have a lot of moving parts in ONPASSIVE, you know, integration going on in here, and all the products are integrated because of the API. You see where he entered into the OBS, He was just sailing. The engineer did not log out. He was in the OBS and he could move to ONET and he could move back to OTrim, just going back and forth like that, very seamlessly, right? There's no platform in this world like that. So nobody knows exactly what ONPASSIVE is all about. Trust me, I know 1 million, okay? So when he will come, when that time comes, he will definitely tell us and explain it, break it to us that we can also, like leaders, break it down to the other people who cannot. Because remember, it took us a very long time for people to start understanding how the old founders work, right? When we migrated, right? We migrated and we upgraded to O founders from Go founder. It was a little bit of a challenge. And now when we go now, we are going now to OBS, which is another level, another layer. So we need some small time to really adapt and understand that one so that we can break it down to people, and we carry everybody on our soldiers and we go along, right? That's how it's supposed to be. So there is nothing you people should be worrying about, because 99% of these questions is Mr. Mufara himself to answer to us. Trust me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Menga. I'm glad you brought that up, because what I said was, if I cannot migrate my business or match my business with ONPASSIVE, then what's the point of their website? Because then I might as well just go to ODaddy or go to somewhere else where I can. So, but anyway, like you said, we'll wait for Mr. Ash Mufara to tell us exactly what he has in mind. But that's my position. If I can't use my ONPASSIVE website to advance my product, then there's no point. That's how I see it.
Everybody will be able to use their, you are paying for you will be paying the subscription for your website, and you can use it.
Yeah.
Just let it be legal. That's all.
That's all. Yeah. All righty then. Well, so
Then however, I think that what you are doing, what we are doing here is very, very correct, because whether we want to, at least it's a kind of preparing people who would like to sell themselves or sell their product or services on their website. I think it's a brilliant idea, so that people are not taken unawares. They don't start looking for themselves or finding what to do when the time comes.
exactly.
But
Yeah,
this
it's
is
okay.
this is a this session is a session that we need to encourage people to come here. You know why? Every other session in ONPASSIVE is either we are talking about the products, or some people are talking about mindset, or some people, you know, this one is different. It's making you to think of what you need to go in the next step, right?
Yes.
So the product one we are doing is to prepare people for the reseller position. We prepare you so that if you don't know the product, how do you want to sell them? So that's why we do the product review. This one, if you have services that you want to give to people, you should come and learn from the expert. I'm not an expert in that field. I know my own stuff, but here I'm learning from Prof. So everybody we should encourage people to be coming here. There's no knowledge which is useless, right? Knowledge is always good. Yeah.
Thank you. So let's kind of see if anybody really wants to come on. Let's help you. What is it that you love to do, that you're interested in doing, that you want to market? Again, I can show you guys this. ONPASSIVE said, we want to empower you to market yourself professionally. That's what the O shop they'll give you will do. You will use the O Connect to have sessions like this one for your customers or whoever. You have a wallet embedded into your O shop, so you can collect money into your O wallet. You can have O Tracker to see where your customers are all over the whole world. So all these products are all entwined like that. So that's what I love. Oh my gosh. I just love Ash Mufara and his brain. Oh my gosh. So he has all these products They're all connected. So you have your own domain where you're going to register your domain name. People, I pay a year for my domain names because I have like 6 blogs, and each one is charging me for my domain name every year. But here you are on passive, your domain name is yours, and it's not even, okay, like for my WordPress is www, even sometimes it's http:// and then it's WordPress /me. See that? WordPress.com / my name. No. That's not what Ashmafara says. Ashmafara says it is HTTPS or HTTP, then www, that your name, whatever your name is, your company is, you. So there is no ONPASSIVE /you. You own it. It's you. So register your domain name as soon as we're able to. And then that's your old domain. Then create. When you want to add anything extra to that website that ONPASSIVE will give you, you use create to create whatever you want to do. Upload the pictures, do whatever you need to do. It's your website. Okay, so that's create. So people, we have so many services, products that lend themselves in and into each other. It's just impressive. So that's what we're offering you here, for the chance to think about, what do I want to do with that website? When Ashmafara says, here it is, it's yours. What do you want to offer? So that's why I keep putting this in front of you guys, to empower yourself, to market yourself professionally. What do you want to do? So we're back on track. Okay, so what would you guys like for me to, or for us to help you sell or produce or service that is, yeah, let's use the disclaimer, that is legal, okay, on your website? Okay, so my sister Constance was here last week, and we helped her. Thank you for coming back again. Bernadette was here and we helped her. And the guy, actually, his name was Joseph, the grocery store manager. His name was Joseph. So I see a Josepha. Actually, my sister Josepha was here last week too.
Even Augustine.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes. Yes. So we have some repeat. Thank you for coming back. Really, this means a whole lot to Mama Menga and me. All right. So how can we help you? Please let us help you. Is that shyness, right? We don't want to don't want to talk about ourselves. No. But okay. Good evening, everybody. Yes, my sister Janet. Good evening. How are you? So you can unmute and speak. So this one, everybody has access to a microphone. You can unmute yourself and speak as long as we're not talking over each other. So the only requirement here is please be polite and please share what you want to share. So how can we help you, please? Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to talk about somebody.
I think as you gave the example of the young man who called you.
Yes.
I think it should be like, we should be saying people should look into themselves if they don't actually cannot find, because everybody has something to offer.
Yes.
Everybody, but most of the time we cannot recognize it. We don't know it. Like the young man you said who was working in a grocery store
for 15
years.
Thank
God for, if not of the guiding questions that you kept asking him, guided him until he could see something special in himself.
Yes.
Something good which he can sell, something which people would need, that is right inside him. I think most of the time, most people don't know how to find that.
Okay,
So I think my appeal is that people should be able just to come up and say what, just like our daughter Benedette did. She quickly got to know that, oh, she has talent in this, in preparing children for exams. And that is something that she can develop. She can come out with a manual, she can come out with an audio, she can come out with some, she can get a spot, she can advertise it on our website and even get a spot on Academy, where she can give it like a lecture where people can apply and log into it during a class or webinar session like this. And you use O Connect, and then you take just like any other lesson that people can give on Academy. So again, probably if you didn't push and give those kind of questions that you gave, she would be doing that and not knowing that it is something special, peculiar, particular of her. Not everybody knows how to prepare children for exams. And just like even in the classroom, even in the elementary school where teachers are expected to teach all subjects in their classes, there are some teachers who are very, very good in teaching some particular subjects, for instance, mathematics or language, helping, they can get children to know how to read very easily or how to spell. Or, those are all skills that are very special. So I think with some of the guiding questions that our sister gave here from the beginning, we should be able to start looking inside of ourselves and looking at what we have done before and how special some of those things were, and then you bring it out, you share it, and then you will see that they can really blow it out and you see how big it is, something you thought was not significant.
Thank you very much, Mama Menga. Talking about the academy again. At this, I remember last week, you said, if I remember well, you said, you know, ONPASSIVE is not like going to open up some academy where they award certificates and so on, school, so to speak. When I attended the last corporate webinar, that was on
yesterday.
Thursday. Yes, yesterday. That was the day before yesterday. I had, I don't know, maybe it's just still my imagination. I think there was this doctor, and they said they had one of their job descriptions was to actually go out there, meet university administrators and see how this academic issue would be like.
Okay, let me answer you on that one, okay?
Okay.
Yes, please.
Let me come in there. Academy, okay, is our educational platform. And Academy already have so many universities around the world. We're already waiting for the platform to start working, okay? The last time, excuse me, our CEO told us we're on the panel, okay, on a corporate webinar. I was there seated. And he said, we have that platform that when you graduate, we will be issuing you certificates because we are affiliated to some high quality universities. For instance, MIT. Remember, he's a graduate of MIT, right? Harvard. He's a graduate of Harvard as well. Leeds University, all those prestigious universities that you know, We have affiliation with most of them. And like I said, most of these things, he will tell us the details when Academy will come out. He will definitely give us all the universities that are already associated with us to accredit whatever certificate and whatever course that you go through. They will give you a certificate. He said it. Myself, Bob, Collins, and Vincent and Oliver were seated there, and we asked him questions, and that is what he explained to us. So will be associated with many universities that will be accredited. Like, it's not like any online course, you just go and finish and you go. No, they will issue you certificates of completion and all of that, and degrees, because we'll be affiliated to them. And some of them are already ones that he went there and he graduated.
Thank you very much, Engineer.
I think yesterday, to add to that, yesterday, in the webinar of yesterday, they announced that ONPASSIVE is going to have an online university.
University, that's how they call it.
Yesterday, during the webinar of yesterday, that was announced. So if ONPASSIVE is going to have a university, if it's a university, then the university can issue certificates.
Yeah, but it will be mostly affiliated with all those top universities as well.
Yes.
So as to get more accreditation.
Yeah, they said that yesterday in the webinar. But before then, and of course, there will be courses which you can also take on Academy that doesn't really need a certificate. For instance, as I said during the last meeting, you might be in some, for instance, Cameroon, and you are doing, you have a salon where you do hair and nails and all of that. We are not very advanced in that like in other countries. Somebody may put that course on Academy, and an owner of the salon or decides to take the course just to improve her knowledge so that she can do a better job in her salon. Because it's not only like academic courses that they will teach on Academy. They will also carry out a lot of courses which people can
even you, if you have a passion of sewing, you can come and teach sewing there.
Sewing, cooking.
You can choose cooking, various kind of African dishes, European dishes, anything that you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm a teacher, I'm an IT teacher.
People can register to learn, they don't need a certificate.
I'm an IT teacher, I will definitely teach IT. And after my course, there's a certification that we call Red Hat certification for Linux system administrator. I'll use like at most 5 months to finish it. But when you finish that course, you'll be making at least $100,000 a year for 5 months. So, but it depends on how serious you will be with the course. So after that, I will show you how to register the Red Hat exam. I'll give you people the tips on the exam. That one, I'll never put that online. I'll only share it to the students privately, and when they make it, they have their own life. So it'll be a lot. ONPASSIVE is a different. They call it a beast, a different beast, right? It's a beast.
Yeah, it's a different beast. It's a monster. It's a kind of monster that we have never seen.
Look at it. Look at the team that is the team that will take us to the world. We have 8 media professionals. 5 of them are doctors. They have PhDs. 1 professor. What are you talking about? I mean, like, this is the thing that we've been waiting. I mean, some companies have failed because they don't have a media section, okay? They don't have a media department. Big companies, not these small ones we're talking about, chicken change companies. Big, huge companies. And even they want to have, they will have 2, 3 people in the media. We have 8 professionals, doctors, who are advisors to presidents in the world. They go on presidential duties all around the globe. Wow. So we have quality. The only thing that we need, okay, in ONPASSIVE, we used to say, oh, patient and all of that. It's no more patient.
Which patient? The time has come.
Yeah, what we need now
have arrived.
in ONPASSIVE is just to sit and enjoy this ride. It is done. So the dying moments, we need to just be very vigilant in the back office to be checking on stuff. Any day that I hear that Mr. Mufare is coming, let's click there and go, because he might release us something that you don't want to miss it. You don't want to come here, people telling you recap. No, you want to be there to see it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we do have my sister, a licensed social worker, and we're not going to call her name unless she wants us to use her name. Okay, so let me share this with you so we can start helping her or anybody else. So like I said, this is a different Q&A. This is not about a product per se, this is about you. So she said she's a social worker. So that's her present job now. And she can't, her microphone is not working. So we'll have to do some typing inside the chat box and all that stuff. But so there are questions like, where do you want the job to take you? Which is what I'm going to talk to you, try to pull it out of you. And then we go from there. So social worker, different countries have different laws for social worker. So most of the social work is government controlled because it involves emotions, children, and sensitive information for children who are either abused or neglected and things like that. So social work is government controlled, but that doesn't mean that you cannot have your own ONPASSIVE website. The social work arena field is highly sensitive. Now, having said that, yes, you can have your ONPASSIVE website and it will be advice only. Now, some countries will allow you to work with a psychologist, a sociologist, a school, all of that. So a lot of schools have social workers, but on your own. Now, let me say this to you as a disclaimer. You cannot take a government file home. If you do, it's between you and and whoever. But so you can offer advice on your ONPASSIVE website in the sense that, and you can't really use names or anything, because again, those are confidential information, very confidential. You can go on public speaking, help families who are going through trauma. So yours is a general statement. You cannot use particular examples. So yes, social workers have been known to have their own businesses on the side. And what you do with that is you go to home visits, but you also have to have some sort of a protection arrangement and everything else, if that's what you want to do. So social worker is highly sensitive. It's a highly sensitive field, and that's why the government controls it. But like I said, book yourself speaking what they call engagements, where you actually, I mean, my sister, go online and see. There are social workers who are independent of the federal government because they don't want the government files or folders. No, they're giving information as a general statement. So the people who have trauma, you have that knowledge by your education and your experience. You have information that families need, how to handle trauma, victims of this, victims of that. And they become your own client if they so choose, but it's not the way that the government handles it. So your own clientele is different. So I don't know if you understand what I'm saying to you. You cannot take the government clients as your own, but you can open up your own ONPASSIVE advice column on ONPASSIVE and give advice. And yes, my dear, people will pay for that. Oh my God. what I'm saying to you guys is, it's not about products anymore. Like I want to sell oranges or fruits or no. The world is dying for the advice of people like my sister, Mama Menga. What can you tell us? Because you've been this and you've been that. You've got to the top of education. We need to know what you can help us with. If we want to open up a new school, can we come and consult with you and you charge us money for us to open up this new school that we want? Yes, Mama Menga is there for that. Social worker. Okay, the family is in trauma. The child has been abused sexually. What can we do? Okay, now that again is a very sensitive information, and you may have to get their signature on paper because yes, it is highly sensitive. So get their signature on paper before you discuss anything with them. Here is a disclaimer. You have called me here to meet with your family to discuss this situation. So here it is signed. But if you don't want to get into all that, which I would suggest that you do, I would like for you to just get your ONPASSIVE website, offer us advice on everything from how to handle trauma, how to survive traumatic events, what to do when a child has been returned to the family who have been traumatized, because it's a big, painful situation. So your area is very sensitive and very much government controlled, but it doesn't mean you cannot carve out your own, what they call niche. Carve out your own niche. Yours is big headlines, how to handle trauma, how to survive life situations, all the things that you have been dealing with for the last several years, that you've been guiding people under the government. You can guide them under your own name and under your own ONPASSIVE website, as long as there is no one-on-one relationship where you have to ask them for personal information. So yours will be general information put out there for anybody who's going through that. So there are lots of websites that already exist. What you may have to do is just go there and just type in private social workers and then see what comes up. And then you can model your own business after their own business. So what do you think, Mama Menga? I'm gonna come back to you.
No, you are right. You are right. Though in African countries like Cameroon, for example, you can really, you are right to say most of the social work in most countries is handled by the government. In Cameroon, it is the same thing, but the laws are not as stringent there as it would be here in the US. So I think social workers, they have a lot to offer to the community, which they are dying to know is not only even about children. Social workers, they interfere, even violence against women is under social work. Then, like in Cameroon, is the Ministry of Social Affairs that takes the family problems as a whole, the children, the spouse, and the parents. And of course, even things that are happening in the community, rape, how do you get out of it? How can you? I think the social worker has a lot to offer, a lot, because there is a lot of, for instance, like rape that we were talking, is like when somebody says in Africa that she has been raped, they don't want to say it because it is, you are stigmatized. It becomes a stamp on your body. If it's a young girl, the family don't want to even accept or talk about it because they fear that nobody may ever want to marry her. But it's because people where to take their complaints to. So as you said earlier, the social worker can offer a lot of advice without calling names. You talk in general, there are so many topics. People who are into depression, why do we have street children? Why are they on the street? What happens? What is the root cause? Even there are a lot of people even around, even the people they call, how do we call them? Like these armed robbers, for instance. How did they become armed robbers? How can you take them out of it? Those who go to prison, what is their life when they finish their prison terms? All that is the job of the social worker. And you can believe me, there are people out there dying to know what to do and how to go about it. So you can as you come up with your manual, you draw your program, you put, once you expose your topics, you don't come and put a literature there, but you put what you want to discuss. You will find a lot of people coming there to listen to you and in academy. Yeah, so I think it's a very, very important field that is needed in the society. Even in America,
Yes,
you might be restricted by their rules, by the government control. All this gun violence, what causes it? What is the root cause of it? How can we avoid gun violence through counseling? So those are all the things that social workers can bring to the public, to the world at large, because in all countries of the world, they have social problems, a lot. Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. So my sister, and again, I'm not calling any names, but social work, as Madam Menga has said, it is, God, we need you. We need you in this world. We really do.
Yeah.
And the more private you are, the better for the whole, because the government is so stringent in the developed countries, in US, England, wherever. The government is holding on tightly. But nothing prevents you from doing your own research. And again, on your ONPASSIVE website, offering different people, different services, the parole person, the newly released prisoner, the sexual offender even needs help.
Yeah, even the offender.
Yeah, and it might be kind of one of those, do I want to deal with this person kind of thing? But it's online. You're not going to meet them face to face. So it's online, you're safe. Offer them whatever you can, but again, do your research. Your field is so much in demand and we need you so much. Like at my school, the social worker, believe it or not, there are children who come to school, oh God, with not taking a shower, smell like whatever, that, and it's the social worker who gives them detergent and deodorant and comb and all this thing, because at home, I guess nobody's doing it. So if you want to link up with a church and offer them things and put your business card in there, and it's up to you. I mean, your field is so much in demand, and we need you to help us heal this world. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so you can type what you need into this. Okay, like I said, if your mic is not working, you cannot talk, then please type us some information in there and we will be glad to help you. Thank you for this chance, really, people. You have no idea how helpful we feel being able to help, being able to get you to see how you can use your talents, your skills, your blessings for the world.
The floor is cool.
All right. Okay, so who would like to get us one last chance to help? Okay, again, you can type it inside the chat box. We're not going to call your name unless you want us to, but let me put this up there again for you guys. So we can, okay, there it is. So what is your present job? Where do you want that job to take you? Again, like I said, my brother Joseph was a grocery store manager and he had no idea what he had. I mean, he had so much, but he didn't realize it until he and I started talking. So where do you want the job to take you? If not the job, let's cross out the job anyhow. Let's cross out the job. Okay, I'm gonna cross it out. All
Prof,
right.
can I come in?
Yes, please.
So our sister, who is licensed social worker as well, also she should remember that, so that in ONPASSIVE, using the O Bless project, we'll be having a lot of communities built with 3D printing houses to take off people, homeless people from the streets, right? You can also work with those teams if that is something you still want to do. You can work with those teams to do your counseling. So all of these facilities we will need nurses, we will need doctors, we will need psychologists, we will need counselors, in all the facilities, right? So when that will be established through the O-Bless process or to the O-Bless program, right? Every of us who are individuals in those specialties will be needed. So you are a valued worker, a valued player in that team. Okay, my sister, as we go along. So put that in mind as well. That will be in all, not only United States, but all across the globe, and also in the most states in the United States. So if you are a founder that have those skills, you will definitely be a vital player in helping to help those communities that will be built. Okay, my sister, I don't know if you're hearing me.
She's hearing, but just her microphone is not working. All right. Okay.
Okay, she said so.
Yes.
She responded.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very good. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so anybody else? So let's start with this question. What is your present job, and where do you want, not even the job anymore, where do you want your talents to take you? Because we have so many gifts and talents that we have not tapped into yet. Some of us are just working, but see, ONPASSIVE is that thing that will free you from that employer and that job, and you become independent, and you have the chance to do what you want when you want it and make your money. So again, where do you work for now? The country determines some jobs like teaching. The country, but then we have other teachers who have their own schools and everything else. So you just have to go through the law and get your licenses and all that stuff. And then, of course, you have your academy, of course. So thank you. All right. So who would like for us to do one last shot before we leave here at 7, my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time? Last person, you can type it inside the chat box. And I promise we will not say your name out loud. Because I know sometimes people go like, I don't want them to know about my name.
Yeah.
Which is okay. All right. Okay. Okay, welcome, my sister, daughter. Welcome. So we're asking those who need us to guide them to know how they want to use ONPASSIVE, how they want to use, so many products, how they want to use OBless, OConnect, ODomain, OShop, OCreate, Academy, and on. So these are just the tip of the iceberg, because Engineer Mike, I'm going to do a video with Odoodle because I've seen what people charge. I'm not paying them that money. So I'm going to use Odoodle. And I mean, I had a list when I started ONPASSIVE, with ONPASSIVE in 2020, that was what I did. When Ash would talk, I'll write down the products that are coming out, I'll write them all down, and I had 50. I was like, oh my gosh, can you imagine what if this man unleashes 50 products on the world? What? And they're coming.
But you should also know, Prof, that every day Mr. Ash is full of surprises. He tells us products that we have never ever known about them before. So he just comes and he just brings some. So he is working constantly behind the scene, bringing us these magnificent products that we can't even thank him enough. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, that's why, excuse me, when some people, they worry too much and they talk, too much and all of that, what I just smile. You know why I smile? Because I know we have I don't know the word, I lack the word to describe him, but he's on it. Him and his team. So he told us that there is one day that there are some things that he will show us in ONPASSIVE that we will start crying eventually. And he also said that there will be a day, there is something that he will show us that we will want to kiss his brain. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, he said that. He said that.
The payment plan. He told us if the day we will see the ONPASSIVE payment plan, one of it, because we have so many, like 4 or 5 of them. So the day we will see one of it, we will want to decide to open his brain and kiss it. Wow. So you can imagine, and he constantly feeds us with surprises. He has surprises for us every day.
We have not even finished with O Play. He brought O Media.
No. O Media, there we go. What are we expecting next? We don't know. So ONPASSIVE is full of surprise. Mr. Ash is full of surprises. And I like the way he does his things. Nobody knows it until he's explaining it to us.
Yeah. And he is a perfectionist.
Yes.
He is so perfect. He wants to do the best. Like the payment plan you are talking about. He had told us he had gotten the best mathematicians and brought together to produce to do the payment plan for us. Mathematicians, the best of them, the best that you can think of, as he himself said.
I was even suspecting, like, sometimes the things that he says and the thing that he comes out and he tells us, like, there is no day Mr. Ash will speak and his language is clear.
Yes.
I know, yeah. People say it all the
He
time.
speaks in parables.
Like, what
So
do you mean by
you
that?
have to join a previous webinar to join it to another one before you can make sense of what he's telling you.
Exactly.
So
do you remember the day he talked about there is a product that is coming?
Yeah, that everybody in this world.
No, and that he has to be there. And if he says he has to be there, it means it is not here. Then he made his hand like this, then he wiped his mouth. Then all of you on the panel started showing a hand up. He said, did I say that? They said, yes, you said it already. He said, don't put it in the recording.
Up.
Yeah. He said up. So we might have a product in space.
Yes.
A space product.
Yes.
Yes.
And I know we have a GPS coming very soon too.
The space one that I'm trying to figure out, that would definitely be like a satellite kind of thing,
yes.
to save us with the African PNG connections and all of those things, people who could not come to webinars.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
It's a satellite. That's all I can think of. Nothing more.
He said he has to be there. And if he says he has to be there, it means it's not here.
No, it's not here. Coded language. Coded language. Yeah.
But if you people follow his discussion, let me just put this like a brainstorm, right? There was one day he was in a webinar and he was telling us about how the spaceship failed to go up and
exactly
problem. They were fixing it. When he moved 1, 2, 3, do like 2 or 3 minutes into that discussion, he also told us that there was he had to have a conversation with an astronaut, and it was not easy to be connected to that astronaut. So there's a lot of a lot of missing parts in ONPASSIVE that you can.
It's hard to even put it together.
I
It's
know.
hard.
So sometimes I don't really bother. I just
To
wait for him to
understand.
come and
I
tell
know.
us. Because
But
if you
he
want to
says-
bother with your mind,
Yes.
you can go out of your mind.
But he says we know only 10%.
Yes.
It's not even 10%. I
And
don't
even
know.
that 10%.
I don't know 1 million. Yeah, I'm not saying 10. I say 1 million. I don't know about ONPASSIVE. Trust me.
Yeah. And
Because we
believe
have the
me,
surprises every day.
yes. Yes.
Talking about, thank you for feeding us and making us really excited and expectant. You said something about blessed that has kept my mind just running wild.
Who said it? Me?
Yes.
Don't quote me, Bernadette. That should be Francis.
No, it's not
But you just
out
said
of the-
it, which is a good thing. You said something
Yes.
good.
It's something good.
It's okay. Come
yes.
on. I'm just pulling your leg like Ash himself. Go ahead.
So it's just kept my mind running wild because I have always had this passion of running a home for the destitute, having a soup kitchen to feed the hungry around the place. You know, I have a daughter. When ONPASSIVE came, and I saw abundance. I was thinking, I have a daughter who is in medical school. I said, wow, I am going to have that really ultra modern referral hospital that this one will run, and it's going to be for the destitute. And then I'm thinking of, wow, a super ultra modern educational complex that is going to be something for really those destitutes.
Yes.
So
What do you do, Bernadette? You teacher?
I'm a teacher.
Oh, okay. What do you teach?
I teach chemistry.
Were you the person who contacted me before?
Yes, I was.
Okay. I feel
So,
you.
Yes, so I've been thinking about all of this and really getting excited. But then again, when you talked about it, I now see it in terms of something global. Like, okay, ONPASSIVE has the intention of doing this almost, from what I gleaned, almost everywhere. Then I was thinking, oh, now, so where does this one fit in so that it can be part of the whole and not maybe some little fraction somewhere?
That is an old blessed project right there.
Yes. So my question is, my worry is, how do I fit this in the whole? Okay, or maybe I could still just do it as a personal thing, but then get ONPASSIVE to be what do I call it?
You want me to answer her, Mama, or you want to go?
Yes, okay.
Mama Rose.
Okay, I wanted to answer.
Go, Mama. Why not?
All right.
Go.
Bernadette, ONPASSIVE as a company with the OBLESS ONPASSIVE as a company will have their own projects, maybe global projects that they want to carry out, but it doesn't stop individuals, founders to have their own projects. This project you are talking about, I think I have even shared it with Francis before. I have a project where I want to open a school for street children and give them skills like in electricity, carpentry, motor mechanics, decoration, catering, and train them very well. And upon their graduation, I make sure I provide them all the necessary tools. The school will be a boarding school Because if they are street children, then it means they don't have where to stay. So I am making it boarding, God willing. I will clothe them, feed them, educate them, take care of them in all sense of the word. Now, ONPASSIVE has maybe bigger projects that you can carry out in other countries, which again, most of the projects can be written by other people, because they will not, OBLESS is not only for founders. Even NGOs can write good projects and send to OBLESS, and OBLESS will raise the money for them to carry out the project. So your project is, for instance, my project that I'm talking about, which with time, I intend to include even like, let me call it, as they call it here, home for the old. Yeah. And because from my experience, even in in Boya, you go to the villages, you find two old people in the house, the man and the woman. They are all old, the children are all gone, they live on their own. Some of them are sick, some of them are blind, they cannot even take care of themselves. So I intend to attach to it, because I'm looking for a very big piece of land where we can also have a section for those kind of people, and we take care of them. Again, attached to it will be an orphanage for those, again, we know who orphans are, both the young and the old. So those are some of the projects that I intend to do, independent of ONPASSIVE as a company. But at the same time, ONPASSIVE, I know that our CEO has a passion for street and these homeless people in America. He might decide to take up that kind of a project, starting with America, as they said, in various states, and then they might extend it. Maybe if, for instance, we come together as a group in Cameroon and write a project like that and send it to OBLESS, they can sponsor it. They want to see those kind of projects. And of course, you write it out, there will be criteria. You have to say what is the objective of the project, who are the beneficiaries, what project outcome, you give a budget, evaluation, follow up, all of those kind of things put in it. And if it is sent to OBLESS, it will be, and they study it, because there will be a department for that. There will be some special department to look into those kind of projects, to look into projects. And if it is worth sponsoring, OBLESS will sponsor it. But at the same time, it doesn't stop you from doing your own project that can be sponsored by you from the overflow of the blessings that you receive from, or apples that you receive from ONPASSIVE. That's the little answer I can have. You can add, anybody can add to it.
And that's why we have, to jump on what you're saying, Mama Menga, that's why we have our MFA, because with every country having its own MFA, Missionaries for Africa, this is like grassroots. We're going to get to the bottom of our problems in Africa if every country can, like you said, can articulate what they need to get to the bottom of it, the homeless, the forgotten, the neglected, and all that. And again, we are the solution to the corruption. So we're not even going to mix up with all the nonsense that the governments are doing, because we found out, like in Nigeria and most of African countries, when you isolate the government from your mission, you accomplish a lot. When you involve the government, it's like frustration, corruption, holding you back, and all of that. So ONPASSIVE is really the answer that we've been looking for how many years, that will drill down deep to the villages and all, and help us get this solved once and for all, and give us a chance as Africans to look better, act better, know better, and feel more proud than we are already. So that's one. That's why I love our MFA, seriously, because I saw like every African country has an MFA. There were like 54 of them that somebody sent out.
Yeah, even in addition to MFA,
it must not be an organization. Oh, bless itself.
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, bless itself. We
Yes.
cater for all of, no NFA, no any other thing.
Okay.
yeah,
Forget about all those affiliates and whatever. Oh,
God
bless.
bless.
Okay. Oh, bless will have guidelines.
mhm,
Okay. Walking through the people who, the power that be in non-passive, it will go very successful, minus whether an
MFA.
affiliate of what association. No, it's not about the association. Number one, we should know, okay? It's about the heart.
Yes.
It's
yeah,
about people.
Yes.
I myself, for one, I can sponsor so many projects just by the love of what I want to do, like
Yes.
to bless people. So I'm not a member of any association. I'm just an ONPASSIVIan.
Yes.
Through all bless
Yes.
will accomplish it. So you must not be
MFA.
another way to do these things, okay, is to walk through our embassies, okay?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm a Canadian. If I want to go to Africa, I know where all the Canadian embassies are in Africa. If I have a project in a country, I'm walking through my embassy to make that happen. The consulate, the embassy will be the people to execute, and the American embassy as well. So I can work in collaboration with two of them. They have their project managers that can help for the finances and all of that, and we get that happen. So the most important thing is to know is that Oh Bless is that platform that can help us, whether every other affiliates come, whether this group or that group, is Oh Bless.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Oh Bless, yeah.
yes, thank you. And that's another thing too. All these years and it's like when something happens, it just clicks. All these years I've had two passions. I have a nonprofit which I have not registered yet, but I'm going to register it before Oh Bless even kicks off. But it's I call it the Feed and Read Alliance, Feeding and Reading Alliance. Part of being a teacher is that when you want to teach students, sometimes if they're hungry, they're not going to listen to you at all. They don't care what you're trying to teach them. They don't care, but you have to feed them first. So I've been connecting with Feed America, all of them. I have a long list of them, which when I go to some places and I see that they're there, I make a point to connect with them and say, okay, here's my nonprofit that's coming up. Since you guys are already supplying them with whatever it is, clothes and canned goods and all that stuff, I would like to include books in your bag. So it's the Reading and Feeding Alliance. They'll feed, and then they'll also feed their minds, their brains, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And reading, from my experience, reading is one of the things that you can do to enrich your mind, propel you to a level of intelligence you didn't even know you had, and on and on. So that's one of my Oh Bless projects. Then the other one is students who, believe it or not, high school, they go to jail from high school. So what is called school to prison pipeline. Oh my gosh. It's like, but why does the police have to come on campus to arrest children? Yes, I know they do things wrong. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be penalized, but it's just the police is too convenient because the police consequence is jail. So before the police started coming on campus with the shooting that happened in 1980 something, was when they said, okay, we need to bring police back on campus now. Before then, we had ISS, in-school suspension, where they held students accountable for their behavior or misbehavior, and they served time in school. But since they started bringing the police in, a lot of children are paying the price because their lives are already ruined at 18. because the police has come into the school system and they've taken them from the school, from the arms of the school, straight to jail. So here you have an 18-year-old who's about to get his diploma, but guess what? The diploma is useless. Why? Because he already has a record. Whereas, go back 20, 30 years ago, there was no police in the school. The principal did his or her job and disciplined the children. The parents got involved, disciplined the children. So it's just this thing. Why do we have to bring the, so that's my other blessed thing. So I'm having to counsel parents, and I'm connecting with judges and prosecutors and all that stuff. So again, I have a long list of them that I'm trying to work with, and hopefully we'll use a bless to get somewhere, please. Thank you, thank you. All right, then it's 7:02. Last thoughts, last words. Okay, last thoughts, last word is 7:02. Who wants to close it for us? Mama Menga, Engineer Mike.
Before they do,
I'll ask Engineer Mike to close it for us today.
before he does, let me just say my thank you. Thank you. I'm so appreciative.
and we want our guests to please help us to help you. Type something in the chat box if your mic is not working, okay? And maybe today will give you something to think about. So when you come back next week, we actually can focus with Petra, Naomi, Milton, Janet, Rose, my sister Josefa, and all those who've been listening to us. We appreciate your presence. Thank you, my sister Benedict, for always coming forward to contribute and share. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all of you today, really, and always.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Prof. Thank you, Mama Menga. Thank you, Engineer Mike. Thank you, everybody. Petra and Milton, I make sure I'll pull their ears behind this curtain so that they can speak up.
People should not be thanking me. I'm just a servant for you all, right? So I'm here anytime you need me, just let me know. You can pass through Mama Menga or pass through Dr. Francis and Prof, and you will see me. I'm here.
Awesome.
So I just want to thank everybody. You people should bring in your people.
Yes.
This is an opportunity. Do you know what? When we will launch ONPASSIVE, everybody will be super busy. Do you think I want to pick a phone call at that time?
No.
So let's come and start doing this preparation so that if we launch today, we'll continue it, okay? But to start it, it will not be easy to start when apples start coming, okay? When those apples start coming, I want to start doing something. So please don't call me at that time. Let's do this stuff now so that I can go for vacation like 6 months, okay? But seriously, people, let's invite our friends to come and learn.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I already know what I want to do, okay? Some people, they don't know their left from their right.
Yeah.
So this is a platform to come and learn that, okay? And for you to set up your goals and you hit it, okay? It's not like a jackpot. Remember, we are not a fast money making scam or whatever scheme or something. Okay? It's day to day to day. So we've already lived ONPASSIVE. I mean, like, we have put ONPASSIVE in our body. We're already ONPASSIVE, right? ONPASSIVE is in us. So what we need to get now is our fruits of what we've got. Remember, our CEO said we were sharpening our axe, okay, for 4 years. Now the axe is so sharp that we can break even diamond. You know what that means? It means we're going ahead. So let's people come and learn, get a focus on what they want to do, right? This is a platform, Professor Francis and Mama Menga will put you through. And I mean, you will exactly escalate to know what you have to do next, right? So let's invite people to come and make this happen for all of us. Please, everybody. That's all I pray. I like say, like, Prof, I will tell you thank you for putting this up, man. It's not everybody. I mean, you need to, there's something about consistency, okay? I've been doing a lot of things, our webinars, lives, and if you are not consistent, okay, but it is, I want to applaud you to be consistent, because some people started 1 day, 2 days, and they go. But guess what? We are here. We are here.
We are not going anywhere.
Yes, mommy. We need to make people to know what is coming to the world, right? And we need to help founders to understand what we have in front of us by all the lives, by all the website, the webinars that we have for product review and things like that. So it's a good one. Let's keep on rolling till the day comes, right? The day has never come till it is there.
It's close already.
It's close, November.
Very close.
November.
And that is when we instead have more work, right?
Exactly.
Let's come and get these skills that will help us sail to continue the work. We're going to part 2. We need to be resellers. We need to teach you all how to be resellers, to talk to people on these products. The old media, they will do their own stuff, but we, like founders, they are doing it for the bigger purpose of the company.
Yeah.
But we need to be doing it for our own self. So we need to be attending these seminars and sessions to be able to understand these things so that we can put it out there. And I mean, we get more. Remember, as a reseller, okay, that's another stream of income. So if the general ONPASSIVE platform is giving you 4 stream of income, and you enter to be a reseller, that's a 5th stream of income. If you enter to do, okay, I want to be doing consultancy, 6th stream of income. Boy, girl, who can beat that? Nobody. So the more stream of incomes we have, the more comfortable we'll be. I'm telling you. So every platform that ONPASSIVE is offering, I want to get it. I'm not kidding. Because we are the founders, we are the pioneers in ONPASSIVE, right? So everything that is there, we need to benefit from it. We've gone through this journey for a long time. So let's maximize whatever offer that ONPASSIVE can give us. Trust me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right then. So like somebody always says, we're in it to win it. So we're all in it to win it. We all are.
We are not only in it to win it, we have already won it, Prof. we are just waiting for celebration. It's
We're
celebration
waiting.
now.
Yes.
We've already won. We're waiting for celebration. It's
Yes.
around the corner. We'll start celebrating. Trust me.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, we start celebrating soon. Like
Yes.
Today is already,
really
we
soon.
are already into 29.
That's
I
what I'm
know.
saying. We'll
Yes.
start celebrating, mommy. We're in a
Yes.
celebration mood very, very soon. Trust me.
Very soon.
Oh,
We'll gather all our champagnes and all our balloons and everything. It's like, woo!
Everything that you have to make the
The
noise.
best decision everybody in here made was to be a founder of this amazing company. Oh my gosh.
If you people don't know, I have some channels I will share with Prof and Mama Menga. She will give to you people in the United States channels that you can watch. Be in Spot.
Okay,
Yeah,
please.
I have them. I will send it to you all
Okay.
so you can share it with people. I've already said it. The one for Canada, I've already shared it to everybody. We're
Okay.
just waiting. We're just waiting. I've already paid for my subscription. I'm already waiting.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. I want to see our company every day as a wake-up goal for 30 days, every day.
Engineer Mike, we need to talk.
Yes,
Okay,
so,
mommy.
yes,
Okay,
so,
mommy.
yes, so,
Okay, ma.
so thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for
Love
coming.
you all.
Love you too,
Much,
bro.
much appreciated.
Thank you
so
for the
much.
initiative.
God bless
It's
you
wonderful.
guys. Yes, absolutely.
We
God
need to
bless
make
you.
people to come
Thank
here
you,
more, to come
Francis.
get some
Yes,
skills.
please, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll
All
share
right.
that out again more.
I appreciate it. Bye.
Thanks, Prof.